Hey everyone, so let's get back down to business, shall we? So I'm using two kinds of wood in this build. On the right is the American walnut and on the left is the steam beech. That's me using the ryoba and cutting the pieces out as needed. Steam beech from a 2x2 section and walnut from a panel I had a long time ago. For gluing up the pieces, I'd like to mention that keeping the whole fixing apparatus ready before mixing the glue is a good practice, or the glue might tend to dry up if you are still working on the arrangement of the pieces to glue. A student of mine came over and helped me with the build, so I thought to allow her to get a hand of what it is to work in the workshop. As you see, while tightening the clamps, some of the pieces were not maintaining its position. So we used extra clamps to ensure that they remain straight throughout the glue up until they are dry. So as you saw in the thumbnail of the video, the design is actually an inlay of a circular element of thin alternating sandwiched strips of walnut and steam beech. And the overall board is a sandwich of 5 pieces of alternating walnut and steam beech. This was actually the key part of the build. After applying the glue, clamping it in a way so that they don't fall apart or something, which took patience and practice, believe me. Making sure that it is fairly flat on one side, and so making sure that there were no air pockets on that side. When you will see the grain pop during the oiling process, you will see that it demanded a lot of care when it came to planing down to an even thickness, because the grain of the walnut was very wavy and inconsistent, so it took a lot of back and forth. I've always felt that planing is one of those jobs which has the most amount of skill involved. And we all can plane, but using the plane very well with a good skill is another level. Only one can try to train their hand for the skill. The reason I'm saying that is, one, the pressure has to be even throughout the section. 2. The hand must not wobble and must be consistently horizontal throughout the entire section. 3. Only with years of experience will one know which direction the grain is facing, or planing it is bound to have tear out. And 4. The most important one is the sharpening and setting up of a plane blade. And when the planing is done, the sanding evens out the mistakes of the planing. Actually, I feel the more skilled planing, the lesser sanding one has to do. But well, I did sand quite a bit. That's me at a distance. And that's me from a longer distance now. You know how I work now. Trimming off the ends and trying to get everything even and square on the end grain side. Now, I have one plane to do many jobs. I know this job is of a low angle smoothing plane. I can just say someday I'll have one. Using the router is always fun, but one needs to be extra careful as it always tries to slide and slip away around a lot, and it can seriously spoil the piece if attention is not paid. Also, it's a very heavy machine to use, so being able to maneuver it only comes with time and experience. And I'm constantly checking with the inlay piece, because if I'm going to mess up there, then that would need a lot of recovery. and after a lot of sanding, we get to enjoy this.